Alrighty guys, so we're back in the STI with the big camera. Hopefully this time the setup looks nicer. You know, I've been filming in here with the GoPro, but I'm not quite liking it. So I found a way to hook up the big camera to this angle, and this is the first video we're gonna test it out on. Hopefully the sound sounds pretty good, and hopefully it doesn't shake too much. I know it's gonna shake a little bit more because there's no stabilization in the camera or the lens, and the camera is a lot heavier, so it's gonna be moving around a little bit. But bear with me guys, this is the first test drive. We're gonna see if I can make any adjustments once I see how the camera reacts. But let's go ahead and get right into this video guys. Let's go ahead and tell you why I decided to buy the 2021 Subaru STI. Now, I had a few choices in mind. I had a few ideas of what I kind of wanted. You know, I wanted something a little bit faster than what I had before, something a little bit more fun. So I was looking into, you know, I was looking into Mustangs, I was looking into Audis, I was looking into the Volkswagens, I was looking into a few different kind of cars, and they were all around the same price range. My budget was around like 45 to 50. I didn't want to spend more than 50. I was looking into the Genesis, the G70, the 3.3 turbo, I think it is. Yeah, that car looks so beautiful, but I don't know. The day that I went into the dealer, the sales people were not in the mood to sell, so I kind of scratched that off. You know, it just left a bad. Even though I've been with Hyundai forever, Genesis is Hyundai, is just the luxury brand. I don't know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So you know, I had always wanted an STI since way back before I could even afford one. I want to say back before I even got the Rally. You know, STIs were pretty cool. You know, I come from a family where like my dad used to race rally cars back in his day, so I've always had the Rally in my blood, you know. So an STI was a no-brainer. You know, me and my dad both loved the old school STI, you know, I think it's the bug eye one. And you know, we went to go look at them years ago, I think like 5-6 years ago, you know, but they were pretty expensive, and back then I wasn't making what I make now. So you know, it was kind of like a dream car, but that's kind of achievable. And I hadn't even thought about the STI when I was car shopping. You know, this was the last car on my mind for some reason. And we went to go see the Mustang, and the boys over there at Ford, they wanted like an arm and a leg for that car, and it wasn't happening. So you know, I had looked into the website of Subaru, and I saw they had a black one, a black STI. Obviously I will never mess with the black car again. I used to have one, and it's such a pain to maintain the paint, to make sure there's no swirl marks, all that kind of stuff. You guys know the struggle if you own a black car. So I said, well, I'm not gonna buy that black car, but maybe I can go test drive it and see how it feels, you know, see if maybe that's something that I want to go ahead and look into. So we showed up to the dealership, and surprised, the car was gone. They had just sold it not that long ago, but they did have a WRX with the performance edition. So it had wheels, it had the Brembo brakes, and it was basically an STI minus the wing. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and test drive it. We're already here, let me see how that goes, you know, because the difference between the WRX and the STI is a few horsepower. You know, the steering is this is a hydraulic steering, but more or less you would get the idea, or I would get the idea. So we went ahead and test drove it, and let me tell you guys, I fell in love with that WRX. So I knew that the STI would just be 2 times better. I was gonna say 10 times better, that's exaggerating. I knew the STI would be a lot better. They didn't have this specific car at the dealership yet, but it was on its way. So I decided to go ahead and get it, you know, without even seeing the car, without anything. I went ahead and gave a $500 deposit so they wouldn't sell it to anyone. And yeah, everything went through, the paperwork went through, credit, all that good stuff, payments. I'm happy with my payments right now and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that rumble, guys. Now let me tell you guys the real reason why I got this car. So I told you guys how I got it, blah 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 blah. But the real reason why I loved this car before and why I'm falling more and more in love with this car is that noise right there. Listen to that. Oh man. Oh man. You guys know this car, that sound, that Boxer engine. I know this engine is like 10 years old, 15 years old, but the sound, that Subaru STI sound, that Boxer engine, the unequal length header sound is just something you cannot beat. It's just like when you hear a Volkswagen Bug Beetle, that sound, it's so just to that one particular car. And that's one thing that I really loved about this STI, is that attitude, that personality of the car. Yeah, this isn't the fastest car that I could have picked. I could have gone for the Mustang, I could have gone for the Audi S4 or something like that with a lot more power. But the older I get, it's not always just about the power and how fast the car goes and all that stuff. Sometimes it's about the personality, how you feel in the car. And when I sat down in that WRX, I just felt at home. When I sat in the Mustang, it just felt foreign to me, even I know it's a bigger car and all that stuff, but when I sat in that WRX, I just felt like I fit in there, and the same thing when I sat in my STI, I knew I made the right choice. The attitude in this car, the personality in this car is something you cannot find anywhere else. These cars are truly unique, and that's what I love about this car. That's exactly why I purchased this STI, was for that personality, for that sound, for that tone, for that aggressiveness that this car has. It is faster than my Rally, of course, so that was a big plus. But I didn't buy this car to be the fastest car out here on the streets, guys. I bought this car for me. I bought this car for what it does to me, and that's put a big old smile on my face every time I hear that rumble, every time I give it a little bit of gas. Right now I can't give it too much because I live out here in the desert. It's 109 degrees right now. You guys, if you've ever driven in this kind of heat, cars, especially turbo cars, get heat soaked like crazy, and the last thing you want to do is blow up the engine by driving it all crazy out here during the summertime. So during the summer we have to be a little more conservative. We gotta not drive our cars as hard during the day, especially when it's over 110 degrees. But usually at night, like when I'm going to the gym and stuff, I'll give it a little bit of gas, but by then it's already down to like 90 or something like that, so it's a little bit more cooler. But during the day, guys, we gotta keep it nice and slow. But regardless, you can still hear that engine, you can still hear that roar of that 2.5 Boxer engine, and that's why I'm in love with this car, guys. I literally cannot express how happy I am that I decided to pick up my STI. If you're in the fence between a couple cars and the STI is in your budget, in your options, honestly, guys, go ahead and pick up the STI. You are not gonna regret it. Amazing car. Just make sure you maintain it. It's oil changes and all that stuff. Keep that on check, and take care of your car. Drive it smart. If you're gonna be driving like an idiot, of course it's probably gonna blow up on you, but any car would do that. Have fun with it, be responsible, especially out here in California. You guys know they're cracking down right now a lot on cars that are modified and stuff. But I just threw on that AWE exhaust track edition. You guys can hear it yourself. That rumble is just beautiful. The tone that comes out of it, it's not too loud, but you could just hear, it's just enough that you could hear the attitude that I'm speaking of these cars. And that's what makes these cars. That's what made me buy this car. That attitude, that sound, that rawness, that feel of when you're driving it. It's just a really nice experience, and hopefully in the near future I can hopefully in the near future I can listen to this. Oh my goodness, boys, that sounds so good. I gave it a little gas for you guys so you guys could hear that AWE exhaust, that attitude that I'm talking about. But yeah, guys, simple answer why I bought this car: for the attitude, for the personality. functionality that this car has, that this engine has, it just cannot be beat. It just can't. In my opinion, for the price of this car, I paid about I want to say 45K around there or something like that. It's definitely worth it, guys. I'm telling you, if you guys are out shopping and the Subaru, even the WRX is still a really nice car. Like I said, that's the one that I test drove, and I still fell in love with that car. Of course, now with the newer ones, you're not gonna get the boxer sound because they have the new engine, but with the same length headers. But if you can, go for the STI. If not, go ahead and get yourself a WRX. It's still just as fun. It's a little bit faster actually off the line because the way it works. This one's a little bit slower, but it's a little bit faster, I believe, in the top end. Come on, my guy. I cannot get enough of this sound, man. I'm literally pumping gas, sometimes even twice a week, but just because I'm driving, just that sound, you cannot not hear that sound while you're driving this car. It's just amazing. And then you guys heard it. You guys know this thing pops and crackles like crazy on the downshifts and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, I cannot get enough of this car, guys. I'm telling you guys. But anyways, I've been dragging this video on for way too long. You guys know why I got this car. Hopefully this video comes out pretty good, the quality, and I'm gonna start pumping out more videos, guys. It's been really hot, that's why it's kind of hard to get in the car and make a video when, you know, I have to turn the air down a little bit so you guys can't hear all that noise. It starts getting pretty hot pretty quickly in here. I'm already starting to get a little bit hot, and I haven't even been driving around for that long. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for everyone that's been sticking around, that still watches my videos, even though I don't pump them out as much as I used to. I want to get back on it. Like I'm telling you guys, hopefully this setup right here looks pretty good. I can roll with this setup. It's easy to set up. It's not that complicated. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put out this video today. So Saturday, you guys are going to be seeing it. And I'm going to try to make one video on my days off at least. Just nonsense, you know, just cruising around, talking about whatever. If you guys have any video ideas or any topics you guys want me to talk about, go ahead and leave them down below. You know, I'll talk about that as well. Listen to this, boys. Oh, those downshifts. Oh, yes. So yeah, anyway, guys, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I was trying to close the video out earlier, but I can't leave you guys without one last little pull, one last little smile. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one right here. Yo, you need to chill, my guy. Sheesh. We're gonna do one more pull right here real quick, and then I'll let you guys go. Gotta go out with you know how I used to go, and it's the same street as well, so we might as well do it. We might as well get a little pull going down here. I have it in sport. I usually drive it in sport all the time, unless I'm going like on a trip, then I'll put it into intelligent. But for the daily drive, I always have it in sport. And when someone wants to have some fun, that's when I put it into sport sharp. Let's go ahead and wait patiently for our turn. Here we go. Second gear pull for you guys. Ready? There's that heat soak. Oh, that's so fun. I can't get enough of that, guys. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.